Hello, everybody.
Hello. Boy, we're getting good at that. Like we're right on time, and this is no
Yeah,
technical difficulties so far. I'm sure
yeah.
something will happen though. Hi
Eric,
Rebecca.
hey
Hi
Dale,
Dale.
hey Vanessa. Let everybody kind of
Vanessa.
join in.
Hi
Hey
Paula.
Paula. Yep, we were dancing.
Hi
Hey
Beth.
Beth.
How did Beth go? Rebecca dropped down to the bottom.
Yeah, I
Hi
don't know.
Cindy.
Hey Cindy.
That was so weird. Like it just went out of order there.
No, maybe.
Hope everyone's had a
Yeah,
good week. Barb's had a good weekend.
yeah. It wouldn't be crazy if my friend Lynn and I, every time we go over to Merritt Island, it's just a comedy of errors. Oh yeah.
Is it? So it follows you from the Eagle podcast
It
over to
pretty
there,
much
huh?
does. Hey, Judy. Hey, MB. Hey,
Hi,
Deb.
Judy. Hi, MB. Hi, Deb. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I was looking. She's like, "Hey, check out get the address for the reservation on my phone." And I'm like, "You made this for next week, a reservation for the hotel overnight."
Oh my gosh. Hi, Carmen.
Oh wow, thank you, Rebecca.
I keep telling you I like your hair
No,
too. Like, what did you do different to it?
it's just curly and it's longer.
Are you just like, is your hair naturally
Since I moved
curly?
down here, yeah, it used to be pinned straight. I was like, wow.
I know. It's like, it just looks different for some reason. I always I like your hair. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yep, I'm wild underneath my picture.
So when's the last time you went to the nest?
I went to this morning actually. I did see Emmers. I missed F23 by maybe about 20 minutes because of course some idiot in an 18-wheeler, like where you go off Orange River to get on the expressway, like Palm Beach, right across the
Mm-hmm.
middle of the lanes. Everyone had to go to the left of him, to the right of him. He was like right across the intersection.
Oh
Oh,
my
I know.
gosh. I know it's supposed to, I could think tomorrow, MB, it's supposed to be down in the 50s tomorrow night. And then our highs are 70 and 72 for the next 4 days. It's going to be super
Love that.
nice. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. I can't wait for it to cool down. It'll be a
Yeah,
beautiful
my brother
weekend.
said they're supposed to get really cold in Tennessee tonight, actually. And I guess they had some flooding in Tennessee, and then they're worried about black ice.
It's terrible what's going on in Kentucky
Yeah,
and everything.
Kentucky and
It's
Tennessee, that's
horrible.
exactly what they were talking about.
So we've noticed a lot of eagle
Oh,
porn going
yeah.
on. Lots of it. And you have some interesting information about clutching, or
Yeah.
you've been doing some
I was
research?
doing a little bit of a reading about it, and I found that, before Harriet did her
Oh,
second clutch, um, before 2020, there was only like 3 other instances where there was a second clutch after losing eaglets. It's much more prevalent for a second clutch if they've lost eggs. But also down here, the breeding season is longer, because there's more time to raise in the instance of when E14 died. It was 38
uh-huh.
days later when Harriet laid the second egg after E14 died. And then, it was E15 and E16. And, well, we know how that went because E15 was never, ever, ever leaving, stayed forever. baby stayed for 216 days. So
you think, hi, Melody.
it,
You're beautiful,
it's
Melody.
possible. Hey, Melody. It's possible that she could second clutch. I mean, I guess we're just going to kind of have to wait because it's been, what, 3 weeks now. So 21 days since.
Now, were the other Eagles, you said the other 3 that they recorded, were they in Florida?
I don't know exactly where they were, but it's not like super common. I mean, on one hand, I would really like to see it, but then on the other hand, I don't know, all this avian flu going around, and we lost the chick on Sanibel.
To the avian flu?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've been out of touch this past week because I've been running around doing deliveries and stuff like that. So I've been kind of out of the loop.
The other nest, Ben and Robin, that's the closest to where F23 and M15 are. They lost their chick too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, Liz has not seen the chick and the parents are gone. So she, they don't have cameras on that nest, so Liz isn't for sure, but
Yeah, so Melody said when Harriet had the second clutch, it was earlier, and the eaglets were young when they passed.
Yeah, E17, or I'm sorry, E14, I believe, died on the 17th of January. Because Harriet used to, pretty much those chicks would hatch around Christmas time.
Is it based like the hormones change? Did you read anything like the hormones change and that's what caused them like something different? Maybe I don't know. What am I trying to say? Like, do they use more? Trying to figure out how to say this because I'm trying to figure out what's the cause of between if they lose eggs or they actually lose eaglets. Like, it's got to have something to do with hormones.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't really say like, let me see. Well, they said it happens more down here in the South because up north the breeding season's not long enough. But as far as why it happens, I mean, I would imagine a lot of it has to do with hormones and whatnot.
Right.
No, let me see.
Yeah, it's very scary. Like, has anybody seen Ben and Robin?
No, I've not been seen around.
But they typically migrate, those two, right?
No, they stay here.
Oh, they do? But
yeah.
Nobody's seen them.
Yeah, this is the most important factor is timing. Once a clutch of eggs is complete and the adults begin incubation, their hormonal reproductive cycles begin to process to the new phase. She'll stop producing eggs, and then he produces less sperm.
Hi, Marie Miller.
So they said it's just it's hormones.
Hi, Essie.
But
it is hormone related.
Yeah.
They must use more or something once they go through and actually have the eaglets. That's just how my brain's kind of working.
Yeah.
Thinking about, a woman having a child. I'm sure it takes way more out of us when we have the child than, if it didn't make it to full term. Oh, I was trying to see what Cindy wrote. I just saw that Explorer posted a raven has taken egg just laid at the Weston nest. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, that was Thunder's nest. It was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a new male. He's a young, inexperienced male. So, probably end up going.
He stayed off the eggs too long. Is that what
Yeah, and he's inexperienced, so he's probably really not sure what to do. And that was kind of like how Bo was last year. But then this year, Bo's like, geez, Bo's turned out to be a really, really great dad. I'm just praying that nothing happens at that nest.
I tell you what, Jackie is what amazes me. I don't know how she goes through the weather that she does, but the other day the crows were bothering her really bad, and she doesn't move. Like, she just doesn't move, and like when she leaves, she's really quick at coming back. Like, she does what she needs to do, and then she comes back. But I just don't. I feel sad for her sometimes because she looks so tired and just worn out. Like, she's got to be cold. Like, how do you
Oh, they
not?
don't get cold. I mean, she's got 7,000 eggs or feathers to keep her warm. I mean, you think about it. Think about having 7,000 feathers around you, like in a down coat, of how warm you,
I guess so, but I don't know. Like, I wear big jackets outside and I still freeze. That's like, I couldn't imagine having snow piled on top of me like that. And, it's cold and wet too. You just see her. Her head is drenched. It's like, oh my gosh. Like that, it's an amazing animal for sure.
She's such a good mama.
She is a good mom. Yeah, Cindy, we saw that. Barb and I were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
For a second. So Marie Miller's here. She can answer some of the questions.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier, Marie, that it is a rare instance where they second clutch, especially if it's an eaglet that's lost as opposed to
Deal.
Lost.
More tequila. More tequila, please.
So yeah, hopefully, I don't know, man. We just need a redo on this year.
I know, because it seems like a lot of the eagle families around are not working.
Yeah,
Hi, Bootsy. Glad you found us. She's in Pittsburgh. I bet it is cold there.
Oh yeah, I bet you it's freezing up there. No thanks.
I'm glad you found us on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can do YouTube, Bootsy, or you can always go back to the Florida Country and Coast Magazine Facebook page, and you can get on there too. But I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah.
And I kind of, at Pittsburgh, that's like postcard snow too. That like gets the really good snow.
You need to get your truck and drive up there.
Yeah, right. There I go. We'll take off. Yeah, the ravens are bad. I watched a video the other day of Jackie, and it's just amazing how she just sticks through there.
She's such a good mama.
I hope Ben and Robin are okay. I didn't realize like no one has seen them.
Yeah, Liz has not seen them.
And how long has it been since she's noticed the baby's been gone?
Yeah, I think she had saw it. I think she said that baby was laid right around the same time as E24 and E25, and she goes over there. It's one of the nests that she checks, and no sign. It's like, jeez.
Yes, I think we all miss the eaglets. It's one of those things. Like, I'm so happy, of course, M and F have made it through. Yeah. And it's definitely sad that we've lost the eaglets and everything, but I'm very happy that M for sure and F23 has seemed to make it through.
Yeah, exactly.
Bootsy, that's what we've been talking about. We don't know. It's a rare occurrence for an eagle to double clutch after losing eaglets. It's more common after losing eggs. But in Florida, it has happened at this nest with Harriet.
Yeah. Patty, let me see. No, that's not the nest that was found on the ground and taken a crow. The nest where Ben and Robin are is pretty close to where M15 and F23's nest is.
Yeah, it's like pretty much right across the street.
Yeah, pretty kitty corner. I mean, we don't want to totally give it away, but
Sorry. I don't think anybody hangs there.
well, yeah, it's gated
Get
over
to it.
there. You can't get in there anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
Essie, snow sucks. No, it doesn't. It just sucks for you that live in it.
right, I'm telling you, Scarlett needs some.
I know. I need a little snow in my life.
Oh well, that's a good thing, Paula. That there's a ban on releasing balloons. They just need to ban balloons, period.
God.
See, they need to ban balloons. Let's see, rodenticide, lead. But I did see a thing yesterday morning that they think they may have possibly found a vaccine for avian flu,
Oh, wow.
which would be great. I mean, that would just be fantastic. I mean, there would have to be a way to hopefully get it into like chicken food and that kind of thing. And I mean, it's going to be
Yes,
kind of hard to.
Bootsy, there is someone out there all the time. It's a horse farm and so forth. Someone's
Yeah.
always there. Well, hi, Shell. See, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do 60-mile-an-hour winds, and I just want to have a snowball fight. Make a snowman and a snow angel, turn around, come back. That's it. That's all I want to do. Bottle it up, and that's it. I don't want to drive in it. Don't tell me it's hard to drive. I don't want to drive. I just want to land in the snow, snow angel, snowball fight, snowman. Bounce back to Florida.
No thanks. I don't want to do any more of this, freezing cold weather. I mean,
I know. It sucks getting older for sure because every joint hurts in my body. It's like I get out of bed and I'm super stiff when it's cold. I'm like trying to walk.
Christine's like 35 below wind chill in Minnesota. No, thank you.
Uh-oh. Some more said, yes, there is a lab that has been working on the avian flu, but now their funding has been drastically cut and it appears that research may come to a halt.
I doubt that they would do that because of what's happening.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Wind chill here is 35. Woo! Negative 35. Ooh, in Minnesota.
No.
Okay.
Those people in Minnesota are pretty hardy because I couldn't live there.
Even Dell said Kansas City and below zero tonight. I don't know. I guess it's coming our way, though. Finally coming our way.
Yeah. Hey, Sergio.
There's Debbie. Hi, Debbie
Hey,
Myers.
Debbie.
Yes. She's so funny. It's fun to do donuts in the parking lot. There's no donuts allowed.
Right.
That's what we do at the park. There's no donuts allowed. Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't need to travel. I don't need to travel north. I was just up in Tennessee when it was freezing up there in January, and that's okay. Good. I'm over it now.
Right, Carmen, I totally agree with you. Like, if it is coming to a halt, that would be very sad, especially what's happening all over. S'more said they did a news conference and were very clear about research going forward. Very nice. I'd like to find out about some of those and, post it on here. Like, can you contribute your money? Can you donate to those?
Yeah.
Yes, we do have a lot of bugs here. Mosquitoes that will carry you away in our state.
So,
Essie, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, the skeeters are pretty bad down here, but you know. Oh yeah, Bootsy, the horses are beautiful in the pasture. They were all out there today and running around, and
Is it all the same horses?
there's 6 of them in the pasture.
Yeah, that's been around for a very long time, right?
Well,
Which is the one that likes to bite?
Yeah, that's Venus. Don't get near Venus. She will bite you hard.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
she lets you know real quick that no.
Yeah, I went to hug her. Like, I didn't know she bit. I went to like hug her like I do Dory. Man, she grabbed me right here. And
Oh, she actually bit you?
Oh, she bit the crap out of me.
Oh my gosh. There's a horse bite hurts. That hurts. And it hurts for like a good week.
Oh yeah, it was like when I looked down, like my skin was raised up like this much. I was like, damn.
Yeah. When I was younger, a friend of mine was like right where the horse could come over, and the horse would like literally just grab you, kids on top, the hated kids would just grab them by the hair and just pull it and let go. And I'm telling you, it'd take hair out of your scalp.
That's what I do. That's what I do to screaming kids at the nest. No, just kidding.
Feed them to the horse. Here you go. No.
Yes, Beth, I did notice Emmer's eye is looking so much better.
Good.
Yeah, looking 100% better.
Yeah, all right. You said this happens every year. You guys weren't really, worried about the eyes. Some people were really worried about the eyes, and you guys nailed it. You weren't concerned. That was more of allergies, I think, that he goes through. So that was nice.
I've seen him get it. I've seen him get it twice last season, in the earlier season, and then later. And he'd be closing his eye again. I'm like, oh, Emmers, can I get you a Zyrtec?
So what do you think's next? They're definitely hanging around the nest. They seem like they're trying. They're rebuilding the nest. Working on it.
I saw Liz today at the nest, and she made me laugh so hard about F-23 because I had got there right after she flew off. But Liz said that, like, right down at the base of the tree, there was like some sand. And F-23 was down there on the ground, and then she picked up a stick, and then she's like,
she picked up a stick.
And she's like, no. And then she picks up another stick, and then she's like, no. And then she picked up the stick she picked up the first time and spit it out, and it was like, okay, I'm out of here.
She still isn't like, she's just the fluffer. She just gets the fluffy stuff and brings it back to
that. She brought that log into the nest.
Well, yeah, put it in the middle of the nest.
Oh my
she
god,
put the divider wall.
Huge. Like, that thing was probably this big around. I don't even know how she lifted it, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was definitely big.
She was like, take that, Emmers. See if you could top that.
I don't mean to yawn. I've been up since 4 a.m. Bootsy, yes, there's plenty of places. I think there's plenty of places. I don't know if people are still displaced from hurricanes here. I think they are, actually, because I know that a lot of the rentals that we have that come out to the park, they really don't have any because they're doing like annual rentals to people that have lost their homes. So I don't know. I would check, Bootsy. I'm sure you can find somewhere here to come out to the nest if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Marie. Marie says that I think now that they're just going, through their normal activities until I lost it. Until the season ends. It's still an active nest, and they need to protect it in their territory. Carol. she says, I'm almost wondering if them doing restorations is just let others know they still own this nest and the others no vacancy. Yes, very much so.
Yeah, I mean, they, when they left, like, during the summer, though, they really don't do that hardly at all. Because, like, after Harriet went missing and then, the E21 and E22 fledged, you really didn't see M15 or F23 anywhere near the nest. I mean, we would
Right,
find them. Actually, we used to see them over on the power pole,
right.
and because Liz and I would go every weekend just to kind of keep tabs, see what was happening with them, and they rarely went to the nest because they're at that point there really is really nothing to defend. There's no babies in the nest. I mean, they're in the area.
Did you ever find out where the owls went?
No, I don't know.
Huh. I kind of wish I knew where they went because it's
Hi, Barb and Mike.
got
Yeah,
two.
no, haven't seen the owls. Yeah, I know we saw them earlier in the season. A couple times. Partying on the nest like they normally do, um, and you just never know. We don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, it was 38 days between when E14 passed away on the nest and when Harriet laid the second egg. So nothing is out of the question. We just don't know.
Well, I love the owls too, so I hope nothing's happened to the owls either. And I hope that they found them a new nest somewhere that they've taken over. Hi, Peggy. Um, but I do miss seeing the owls.
I don't
Um,
miss seeing them in the nest.
I know, but I'm still an owl lover. I still like the owls. I don't like the owl strikes or nothing, but I do miss seeing the owls.
Well, I'm going to be posting probably tomorrow some of my pictures from Merritt Island, and there was a beautiful, just gorgeous great horned owl mama
Oh,
and
really?
and the little baby with the eyes about this big.
I know.
It was so cute.
Now, Merritt Island, that's the East Coast, right?
Yeah, it's over near
Yeah,
the Kennedy
yeah,
Space
that's right.
Center, and it's I'm glad we went now because it's drying up over there big time. Like there's a lot of birds. Like I saw one roseate spoonbill, and that was it. Just one.
Really?
Yeah, they usually travel in packs, and there was only one.
I got a question because Marie Miller said she was responding to Shell, and she said the owls would not likely be affected by the flu since they eat only small animals or rodents. But isn't the avian flu like airborne?
Well, I mean, other mammals can get it. I mean, they're seeing it in cattle, you know,
I
and
was just kind of wondering, Marie, why do you feel like affected by the flu since they eat only small animals and rodents? I thought like the avian flu is an airborne thing, like being around. They could touch something and get it. Well, I guess the owls are kind of like hanging out their only thing. Let's see. Shell said
man,
they've lost tons of birds there. 3 snowy owls, they said, on Cape Cod. Sad swans. It's terrible.
it is, and that really sucks about the snowy owls. They're beautiful.
Bootsy, I can tell you it's an amazing feeling when you go to the nest and you actually see them. In fact, when I just drive by, I'm the one that's like about to run somebody else over because I'm too busy trying to look to see if they're up there in the nest or can I see Barb or Liz somewhere. I'm like looking everywhere than where I should, but it is pretty cool to go to the nest. If you've never been there, it's definitely a great experience.
Yeah, Bootsy, it's funny because when you get to the nest, it's going to be like nothing of what you expect. It's so different than what like you see on the cams. Like I showed the cams to my brother, and we were driving because he says, I just don't understand why you go there all the time. You know, what's the big deal? And I'm like, bro, like, you'd have to see it to understand. So, after the hurricane, they were rebuilding the nest, and my brother was over here. I said to him, I'm like, let's go over to the nest. I says, I want to show it to you. And we drive up, and we pull in the church parking lot. My brother's like, what, you're taking me to church? He says, what is this? I said, no. And he goes, oh my God, look, there's 2 owls up there, or 2 eagles up there. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he had no idea. It does not look anything, like what you would expect it to look like from the ground.
What does everybody think about this fog thing? I've heard this, and I've heard fog. You haven't heard all this about our fog in Florida? I think it's all over, actually. I think they've been testing it, and the fog has, like, weird bacteria in it. Have you noticed, like, our fog is, like, really thick and weird, and there's, like, stuff in the air, Barb?
I don't know. I mean, we always have fog out here in Buckingham.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, even out at the park, it's very thick, and it just, I don't know. But they've been doing tests, and I guess there has been some weird bacteria in there that people have been getting sick, or they claim people are getting sick from. But I want to read something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so Deborah Howe, YouTube won't let me leave a link, but most folks are over on the Facebook page, Florida Country Magazine. There is where everyone is at chatting. Okay. Okay, so infected birds have avian flu virus in their saliva, mucus, and feces. People and animals can become infected by having contact with the virus from infected birds or other animals. So now I get it. But I just, the owls are always going in and out of nest and stuff like that. And so I don't know. It just worries me. Snow fog freezes instantly on anything. I don't even know what snow fog is. Got it, Marie. I got it. So she said the carriers of the virus are primarily aquatic birds, which includes all waterfowl. So I get it. Got it, Marie. Thank you. I don't know. Did y'all see the thing with all the birds that went into the water? I don't know if they were what type of birds, but they were out there fishing, and birds just started diving into the water, and they were dying. And the guys were trying to help some of them out of the water into the boat, and they actually carried them back to an island, and they put the birds up there, and they seemed exhausted. They didn't know what was it, and they were all just going to sleep. I had to find this.
Yeah,
it was fishing. I think it was in Florida. Fishermen find birds falling. They're falling out of the sky. The sky.
Yeah, Bootsy, we don't know. I mean, I highly doubt they would leave the nest, period, like abandon it. They're there. We see them every few days now, and sometimes once a day. And we're just going to have to see, watch and see what happens with them.
All right, so it was here. The incident just happened January 19th. In a recent incident near Isla Mirada in the Florida Keys, a fishing guide, Captain Brandon Bean Storen, and his clients encountered a large number of dead turkey vultures falling from the sky in the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, whatever it is, with around 90% of the birds already dead. And they just fell out of the sky. So they encountered, they tried to rescue them. They took them to an island, and the surviving birds all seemed to go to sleep. A lot of those birds didn't make it either. And it said possible causes. While the exact cause of the mass mortality is still unknown, some theories include a predator attack, toxic fumes, or electrocution. They remain speculative what happened. But there was similar incidents of mass bird deaths where they just fall out of the sky happened in Arkansas, Louisiana, Kentucky, and Sweden.
What the hell?
Yeah. I'm telling you, this was all on video where they were fishing and these birds just start falling out of the sky into the water.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I would like to know what causes that. And I don't know what kind of predator would have done that in the sky and made them fall out. But yeah, it's just weird stuff happening around our country, you know, with all these planes and everything. It just seems like weird stuff is just going on.
Yeah. So, Barbara Zickis, where in Michigan do you live, out of curiosity? If she's still there.
Yeah. She said not to touch them.
Yeah. Hi, Isabel. Yeah, I'll be going back up to Michigan in September.
Are you?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go up. I'm going up for two reasons. I want to
Hi,
find
Isabel.
snowy owls, but I also want to. It's my dad and my stepmom's 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's a long time.
That's gonna be.
I don't know, Paula. It doesn't say that they tested. I'm talking. Let's see if they did. It doesn't say that any of the birds were tested or anything, but I would have to assume since they did take ones that were, I guess, still alive to an island, it looks like somebody could have got over there and definitely tested them, and they should have tested them for sure.
Yeah. Barbara Zickis. Yeah, my folks live in Milford, Michigan.
Hi, Kevin. Do you have your shirt on for Kevin?
No.
Kevin, you got her again. Got her again. No Detroit
Sorry,
shirt.
Kevin. I swear I will wear like a Detroit shirt next week.
You know, Susan, they seemed, I don't know who it is with the drone or if it's multiple people, but it's a common problem. Right, Barb? A drone seems to be, especially at nighttime. A drone has been caught going around the nest.
I know after one of our podcasts, 3 people contacted me private message and said they kept seeing weird lights around the nest, and I did call Lee County Sheriff, and they did go out there.
Did they? Good. I'm telling you, that's got to be considered harassing the eagles, right?
Oh yeah, you can't fly a drone within 1,000 feet of an eagle's nest. Period. Is
it?
Yeah. You kidding? I've reported some of the mosquito control helicopters to mosquito control over here in Buckingham for flying too close to the eagle's nest.
Ooh. Barb said that y'all can go to the casino. I want to go to the casino. I'm the one that'll be like, here's the title to my truck. Here, let me sign over my house. And I just want to hit that one-armed bandit.
Nice.
Bootsy said the Hayes nest in Pittsburgh collapsed. Carmen's seen the lights. Yeah, I've seen them on the cam.
No, Marcia Green. Yes, Gaylord's beautiful. Beautiful part of this state. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, man, we need a do-over for this year.
I know.
It's been crazy.
For sure. I know, it's like it started out wrong. It just started out wrong. And I was waiting for 2025 to get rid of the heebie jeebies from 2024. And it just started out wrong again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, has everybody turned in for Finding Harriet? Did people find Harriet?
You know, I
No,
looked and I
we
didn't
know
see
who
it.
didn't find. Hi, Brenda. We know who didn't find Harriet for sure.
Dale. I'm sure Dale didn't find Harriet
Yes.
as usual.
Dale thinks he found Harriet, but he did not.
5 times, 10 times.
And Dale, I have to tell you that, like, I look very hard at where you think that you found Harriet. Actually, there's 3 of us. We love the answers that you, and don't take this wrong, Dale. But we look, and we cannot figure out where you saw Harriet. I'm like, where does he see Harriet at? Like, where does he see her? Where does he even see an eagle? Like, there's not even a bird there. I get a kick out of every time he sends it in.
I'd be cracking up. He said, give him a break.
I give you a break. I love it. I love it.
That's too funny.
So we think that they're just going to kind of continue out the season and be done. And season's over in May.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that if she hasn't laid an egg within, I'm going to say at least the next 3 weeks, probably not going to happen.
It is all of Harriet. It's Harriet's always doing something great. We try to make Harriet have great adventures. But it's all of Harriet, not just part of her.
Right. I remember your very first Finding Harriet, where she was sitting at the bar with those guys. That
Yeah. the cowboys at the bar.
Yeah.
And we try to make her the right size for whatever, and that's tough. Harriet's been diving. She went to the sunken boat. She's been diving. She was at, I think, boat docks one time. Harriet's been a lot of places. I can't remember. She was at, I think, Cabbage Key. She's gone on a lot of adventures. And this one, she's on an adventure too. So I'll give a hint. She's on an adventure.
Yeah, Bootsy, F23 and M15, at least when we saw them, they pretty much kind of hang out together. A lot of times during the summer, we won't see them. They're in the area. We just don't know where. And we're just kind of hanging out.
They have a good hiding place during the summer. And then they just return.
Yep, and then they come back and start, bringing in sticks and fluff and mating and.
Where I don't know where Marie Miller, but she could ask that Barb. She said Mike wanted to ask if there is any plans on shutting the cameras down. Don't they normally always do maintenance and repair at the end of season and take them down?
Well, no, they usually wait until right before it's time to turn them back on.
Yes, Rebecca, Harriet has traveled the world with you guys for sure. I love it. That's why my designer loves hiding Harriet. He loves finding places for her.
Yeah.
So Marie Miller said the most extreme time to lay eggs would be April. The fledglings would leave the area by August, which doesn't give them much time to get prepared for the winter months.
Yeah, or the photographers to get prepared for the next season. AKA E15.
Yes, Judy.
By the time that season after that was over, I remember Desiree was like, "Oh my God, I'm so tired of driving." Because she drives so far.
Yes. Have you seen her recently?
Yeah. I saw her last Saturday.
Any sign of Saunders?
No, he's been really busy with work and his kids and stuff.
Wow. I need to reach out to him. I'm going to have to send him a message. I miss little Tito.
Yeah, Judy, I wish we would have found Harriet too. I mean, one hand, I'm kind of glad I don't know what happened to her, but on the other hand, I kind of wished I did. So I'm kind of 50.
I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I don't. Yes, for sure. Don't forget to mention the photographers.
No, we love doing this, taking pictures and stuff for you guys.
Yes. And that's a good thing too, Bootsy. Like when you go to the nest, you get to meet all the photographers that you see most of the time. Or Barb. Barb's famous. Don't forget to ask Barb for her autograph.
Wow. Seriously.
I got it. You know, next time I'm going to have you autograph my shirt.
Yeah, okay.
I'm never going to wash it.
I'll make sure I bring a Sharpie.
Oh, by the way, so our thing arrived and I didn't make it back in time to get to the post office so we could have it tonight, but we'll have it next week for sure.
Okay.
And it's great. And it's been all over TikTok. And I'm a sucker for buying stuff off of TikTok. But this is awesome. I hope it's as awesome because I've bought stuff off of TikTok and it hasn't worked out like it showed in the video. So I'm going to be very upset if it's not like the video because it's pretty awesome. I think it's awesome. Marsha Green. Hello, Marsha. Good news. 3 eggs at the NCTC in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Bella and Scott. Nice.
That's nice. Yeah, we have we've got a nest with triplets over here too. South Florida. Huh?
Which one?
It is, I don't really want to give it away. It's in Fort Myers. I'm not saying.
Okay. I got to tell you about a dream I had. So I had a dream, and it's so weird. I was telling my daughter, I had a dream that for some reason I had sliding doors. I didn't even live in my house, but I walked out of sliding doors, and in the back, it was like it was an apartment complex. And there's a tree, and it had eagles in it. And all of a sudden, I get hit in the head by you with your zoom lens. Yeah. And I told my daughter, I said, it was the weirdest thing. You smacked me in the head. And all I was doing is looking at, there was a nest right when I walked through my sliding door. And the nest was eye level. It was perfect. And this was at my house. And you hit me in the head with your zoom lens. It must have because I asked you about zoom lens.
I was get out of the way. You're blocking my shot.
You're blocking my sight. Clunk. And I woke up. So, but yeah, you got me pretty good.
No, if you want to hear a laugh, I was photographing F-23 down at the pond when the water level was way up. You got it all the way down, and I didn't have my tripod, so I'm just I'm holding my camera, like this, and I've got my eye, I'm kind of hanging over the fence, and one of the horses just smashed right into my lens.
Oh my God.
Gave me a black eye. I'm like, oh,
it gave you a black eye?
Yeah, Shadow, that big horse.
My
And one of the girls next to me, Diane, she's like, wow, I didn't see that coming. And I'm like, obviously I didn't see it coming either.
Oh my gosh, you're lucky it didn't break your orbital plate or something, because horses, man, they're pretty strong.
Yeah, well, she hit it hard, and I went to work, and they're like, oh my God, what happened to your eye? I'm like,
long story.
Believe it if I told you.
Yeah. Bootsy, are they doing anything about the traffic going too fast, which is worrisome? No, they're not. Still working on it, but no, as of right now. And F-23, as we all know, loves roadkill.
Yeah.
So it is.
Favorite place to go.
And And most of those people that are driving on the road knows that's the Southwest Florida Eagle nest, I would assume.
Yeah.
But I've met people that don't even know anything about them, and they've lived here like 30 and 40 years. Like, you live under a rock? Like, do you not watch TV? But they don't even know about them.
Yeah, because I mean, every year, Wink and NBC, they do a story on the Eagles.
Like, how could you not? You cannot watch TV possibly if you do not know about the Eagles.
Yeah.
Or maybe you watch something else. I don't know, but I have met a couple of people that have no clue about the Eagles.
Yeah, I've seen people walking for exercises past the nest. They're like, "What are y'all looking at?"
Trying to figure out what everybody's looking at.
Nothing.
I remember that day where we were out there and these people are like, "What are y'all staring at?" And you're like, "Oh, they're Eagles." They were out of town or something. They couldn't figure out what everybody was looking at up there.
They're like, "What are all these people with all these cameras doing over here?" It is pretty funny.
Well, I don't know if they feel fish in there. Probably not.
I don't think that they do. Yeah, Suzanne, I agree. I'm so grateful that both M15 and F23 are okay.
Yes. I would have been bonkers if something happened. Definitely to either one of them. But if something would have happened to M, I definitely would have been bonkers. Yeah. So I'm glad. I'm just glad that they pulled through it. And I believe in power of prayer. And they just, I don't know. They were sick at first. They were both very sick, but they really, you could tell, like, they were going to get through this. They were going to, get through it.
Yeah.
They just were different because they looked really sick at one time and then they started looking better.
Yeah.
I was happy that y'all said that about M's eyes, though.
Yeah.
That he typically had allergies, because I didn't realize that. So that made me feel better, because you were pretty positive, like, that he's good.
Yeah.
The eye thing was nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it for so many seasons with him,
And I know it's scary to say anything like, oh, it's just this is normal, because if something ever backfires. So I know it's like, you always have that part that you worry about, or just somebody saying, oh, I can't believe they said that. They're not an expert or something, But, you guys pay attention to a lot of things about the Eagles, because you're constantly, photographing them. It's like, y'all just catch like little spots or specks or different things, or like, oh, this is the same subadult that's been here, or even just other wildlife that's around. Like, you guys just pay attention to detail to them all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have lost it, Susan. I would have not made it through that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Right, Marie? Definitely.
Liz is doing okay. She's just been busy with a bunch of stuff, so. But we should probably kind of wrap this up.
Yeah, we're getting.
But
it's almost 9:00.
If you guys think of anything that you might want to discuss on the podcast, please feel free to reach out to Scarlett or myself, and we can do like a question and answer, or just something that you guys are curious about. Just let us know for sure. Good night.
Yeah. Well, everyone, have a good night. Send your cool weather here, and if you can spare some snow.
Yeah, Isabel, I started photographing this nest in 2015.
Long time.
All right. Yeah, we'll talk to Missy and see if we can't get her back. So
yes.
For sure. But we love you guys, and until next week. And Dale, just keep looking for Harriet.
Yes, Dale. Give me some. Give me some more research. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for showing up.
All right,
And
see you
we
Saturday,
appreciate all of
Sunday.
you.
Or see you Saturday, Debbie Myers. She wants to know when she's going to see you, Scarlett.
I need to come. My problem is I'm working too much, but I need to get my butt over there. So tomorrow I will be living at the Redneck Yacht Club from tomorrow to Sunday, and then I really only have Monday and Tuesday that I'm here. I even moved my office out there. I didn't tell you that, but I moved the Florida Country and Coast office out to that property. So,
Right.
but I'm going to get by there. I am. I'm going to force myself. I say it all the time, but I'm going to get there. Good night, everybody. We love y'all.
Love you guys. Love you.
Hey, Essie, throw a snowball. Make a video for me. Throw a snowball or make me a snowman or something. That's your mission, Essie. Essie will go do it. That's why I tell Essie. I know she will.
Yeah.
And Essie, I've got DJ C's is coming out to our event March 14th through 16th. So I'm so happy to see him come out. But everybody have a good night, and we will see you next Tuesday.
All right, you guys. Take care.